Why do our feelings matter so much? Do you know what? This is a great question, and it's one that comes up time and time again in therapy, hence why I've chosen it. Okay, so why do our feelings matter so much? Why do they have such an impact on humanity that they are not only the source of the most beautiful artistic creations in the world, but also some of the most horrific events humanity has ever experienced? Why is it that from a very young age we are gently coaxed away from feeling and into thinking? And then as we enter the education system, again we are categorically taught to think and think more. Yet our feelings as hormonal teenagers are not given the same care and attention as is our IQ. There is no conscious effort from most areas of our society at any point in our lives to be taught how to feel in healthy ways and how to use these beautiful shifts in our frequencies for great things. Well, look, I'm going to go off into a rant now, okay, and completely lose track of the question. The question being, why do our feelings matter so much? Well, look, what are feelings? There are way too many perspectives out there to answer this question and cover them all in here. Look, just a couple include whether we are discussing emotions or feelings, and then whether we are going to focus on the physiological or the psychological aspects of them. And I mean, blimey, we could be here all day discussing the 34.5 million perspectives Google has kindly found for me today. Well, let's stick with mine and my clients' perspectives for now. Why? Obviously, because they're the best. Emotions are the sensations we feel in our body, such as in the pit of our stomachs, our throat, our chest, and wherever else. These sensations are our trillion times a trillion cells reacting to stimuli. These sensations are triggered by thoughts that are triggered by internal or external stimuli. Okay, so an example of this would be I'm walking down the street and I see a colleague of mine walking on the other side of the road. I see she looks at me, and so I smile and I wave, rather excitedly, as I do. And she does not respond in any way. She just looks away and continues on her path. So, my external stimuli. I waved at my colleague, who was walking across the road, and she did not respond to me. My thought, oh my God, what a bitch. She just blanked me. Damn, that's the last time I talked to her, stupid cow. My physical feelings. I feel a heavy physical energy, like a knot in my stomach, and I've noticed my breathing has become rapid. The emotions. I feel angry, along with confused and worried as to why she didn't wave back at me, and well, what did I do? Maybe I did something, I don't know. But anyway, and there's worry there. Here's where it gets interesting. Your thoughts and feelings are determined by your beliefs, which are determined by your upbringing. So what do I mean? All right, well, look, I'll give you the same example, but I'm going to change the person who is reacting to her colleague. She has a completely different upbringing and beliefs which lead to a completely different set of reactions. External stimuli. I waved at my colleague and she did not respond to me. Thought. I don't think she even saw me. She looked really thoughtful and a little distant. I wonder if she's okay. I think I might drop her a message later. Physical feeling. A physical energy at the back of my head and neck. It's a little bit tingly, but then it quite quickly dissipates. My emotion. I actually feel concerned and a little sad at seeing her so distant and worried. So, one individual had an angry response which ended up not only ruining her day, but also possibly a breakdown of relationship based on an assumption and not necessarily a fact, based on her belief system and not necessarily the truth. And then we've got the other individual who's observed her colleague's reaction in more detail, as opposed to making an assumption, and realizing that she may not have even noticed her as she seemed rather distant and maybe even unwell. She's then decided to contact her colleague later to check in on her assumption, and her feelings dissipated, allowing her to get on with her day in a healthy way, or however she chooses to. What was so different about these two individuals' upbringings which led to such a difference in their belief systems impacting their perspectives? Well, I don't have time in this video to answer those questions, but what I can answer is this. Why do our feelings matter so much? Our feelings matter so much because 1,000,000,000,000 times 1,000,000,000,000 cells in your body are reacting to every feeling you are having. Every response, every minute, every day, causing many, many shifts of energy in your body, with a probability of potential psychosomatic symptoms when left unmanaged for long periods of time. Our feelings matter so much because every time we have them, they have a direct or indirect impact on our lives, including but not limited to our relationships, our livelihoods, our spending of money, our eating habits, and most importantly, our ability to function in our everyday lives in healthier ways, by which we then feel content, whole, and even have a healthy sense of self.